Stockholmshem is one of the biggest housing companies in Sweden. It has about 60,000 people. We have about 8% of the inhabitants in Stockholm. Our mainframe system is very old, and it was an aging technology, and it was a concerned risk for the whole system. Our partner, EDB, they handled the project.
Coming from a very old mainframe, very costly mainframe, the obvious choice is something with new technology, with a sustainable technology, and with less costs.
Stockholmshem had the real estate system aging from the beginning of the 60s. It has been worked on and enhanced since then. And it was a mainframe system with kicks and COBOL, and it had a fairly old database technology. It was using a DL1 database and a lot of VSAN files.
Mainframes is believed to be very secure and very stable. And going from mainframe, you can take a small step by going to Unix, but that will only save you some. And going the further step over to Windows and to PC technology is going even better. Well, we really had two choices from a technological point of view, and that was go the Java route or the .NET route. But when we started looking at migration, we found that both the existing technologies there used the Microsoft platform. And as we had already started working a lot with the .NET, that was a kind of natural solution for us.
The project took about a year at the first step. At that first step, we migrated it to a relation database, but still in the mainframe.
We constructed bridge programs that converted the DL1 and VSAN calls from the old legacy programs to calls to the relational database.
Then we migrated it into .NET, and that took about 8 months.
Production was like an anticlimax. We were afraid that we would have very much problem.
To go from the mainframe system to the ASP.NET environment, it took about a weekend, 3 days.
They hardly noticed that it was a new system. We told them to use the Internet Explorer instead of Rumba, and everything was running like before.
The biggest short-term advantage with the migration was the opportunity to deal with all the needs that has been building up with the old platform. Now we have a more cost-effective way of dealing with those needs, and it's also a lot quicker for us.
The annual cost, operation cost, is now low by 60%.
The unique part of the NeoKix toolset was that it was not only emulating the legacy environment, it was actually mapping it onto the core technologies of the Windows environment.
We studied Fujitsu together with some other suppliers, and we found that Fujitsu had more what we thought to be technical purity of it. This application is something that needs to exist for another 10, maybe 15 or 20 years, so on, and that means that it needs a good development platform.
And using the NeoKix tool, we could migrate the mainframe screens into real web pages. Pages that could be edited and used as any other web page using the Visual Studio environment.
A good example of the success of a migration is the new web portal. Before the migration, a lot of people or tenants had to call in to get the exact position. Now we can tell them directly the position they are. That has saved us a lot of phone calls in.
The existing maintenance staff in these kind of projects is something very important. I mean, these are people sitting there with a lot of knowledge about the application, and you want to take them with you over to new technology. And as the application is 20-25 years old, so are the people. I mean, they have 20 to 25 years of experience. They are in their mid-50s. And we were a little anxious about how they would cope with going from the old technology to new technology. But to our great surprise and our great joy, thanks to Fujitsu and development tools and the platform, it went very smooth. So now it's gone from a weak point to a strong point, which I think is delightful.